Well, speaking of silence from the Biden administration, what do you make of borders are? Kamala Harris's lack of leadership on this issue. I mean, she's supposed to be down at the border. We never hear or see her anywhere near this.
No, I think she got within about 300 or 400 yards of the border on one occasion.
That's right.
That was about as close as she got. Now she's working to send a couple of $1 billion down there to Central America to try to get to the so-called, quote, root causes of their problems. Throwing money at these problems down there will do no good as long as you've got a failure of will by this president and his administration to honor and carry out their oaths of office, to enforce the law. And they simply enforce the laws they want, and they ignore the laws that they don't want. We're seeing that over and over again.
Well, right now, the root cause of this problem is the Biden administration. And by the way, throwing billions of taxpayer dollars to Central America without any oversight, I'd like to know how many NGOs, non-governmental organizations that are somehow connected or in a way separated by one person to members of the Biden administration will be pocketing a lot of that money. I'd like to know that, because I really would like to know where my tax dollars are going. And I can tell you this, there's a lot of governments right now. I've spoken to President Giammattei in Guatemala. There are others out there that don't even believe their poverty-stricken people will even see 5 cents on the dollar with these donations.
Well, you're exactly right. There's no accountability there. Some of this money will be tax money. Some of it is coming from actually private corporations. But still, throwing money and dropping it out of a helicopter basically is what they're doing.
Well, for political purposes too, Congressman, let's be honest, that the money that's coming from the private corporations is not necessarily going to help the poor. It's going to benefit, these political agendas, these open border, globalist political agendas. And I really think, I hate to be a downer on this, but tell me if I'm wrong. I think that's what's happening here.
You couldn't be more right. Because this Summit of Americas is going to do no good. Going down there and sending a couple of $1 billion will do no good. It'll disappear down a rat hole. What has to be done? This administration has got to have the will to do their mandate, to end this catch and release. We've got to have interior enforcement. We've got to be deporting people. They've got to know that they're risking their lives and their fortunes coming up here, but they're betting on a come. And the cartels are making billions and billions of dollars. It's extremely dangerous for these people to come up here. We got to keep Title 42. We've got to re-implement Remain in Mexico. That works. We've got to finish the border wall, for goodness sakes. The border wall works. We have billions of dollars down there sitting, rusting away of materials that this administration, the state of Texas would gladly, in fact, had plans to utilize some of this material to build a state-built wall. And yet the Biden administration came in and took it away and made sure that the state of Texas could not get their hands on these materials. And we've got wide open spaces. There was nearly 500 miles of wall built under President Trump, but a lot of it didn't even have gates installed. So people just walk right through the gates. We've got to hold other nations accountable, and Mexico has got to be brought back. The fire's got to be lit under them. This Biden administration has no pull with Mexico or any other nation for that matter. Unlike the Trump administration, I can tell you that the withdrawal of Afghanistan has precipitated the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. And now this is the same reason Mexico is jumping ship from helping us on the border.